There's another video from Fantano where he's speaking about one Daniel Ek, who is the CEO of Spotify. I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but probably assuming it has something to do with AI. So let's check this out.
Hey everyone, Anthony Bad Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. Wish I was talking about music, man. Okay, look, if you are at all familiar with the history of capitalism, you understand that the entertainment industry being mixed in some form or fashion with some of the worst sectors of our economy, it's nothing new, but it's somehow worsening thanks to Daniel Ek, CEO over at Spotify, who we all know, and we've covered it before on the channel, loves to make his money by cashing out on his Spotify stock to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. What are you going to do with all that money? The same thing any rich person does. They reinvest it into other things and they make their money work for them. Now, if that were me, and I had that much money in my pocket, sure, this doesn't make me Jesus or anything, but, I would at least put some of that cash back into the music economy to maybe support the artists that, are making my livelihood possible consistently. Right. For whatever reason, Daniel Ek has just loved dumping money into military tech and has most recently put this massive lump sum of money into a 4-year-old AI defense software company named Helsing, which also deals in drone technology and stuff like that. You know what's even weirder, stranger, more disturbing? It's not enough for Daniel to, just passively, while ignoring the horrors of the military industrial complex, just throw all this money into it in hopes that he's going to get a massive return on his investment, which is still pretty gross, pretty nasty, but mostly apathetic, you could say, apathetic. But that's not enough for Daniel. He's actually been named as a chairman of this fucking company now.
Bruh. Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
As if, Spotify wasn't considered evil enough in terms of their business practices and what they do. Like, their CEO is literally out there funding, your future war's coming to a door near you. Like, literally, drones are going to be the future of warfare, and he's spent $100 million funding that because he knows there's going to be a lot more conflict and a lot more travesty. And by proxy, if you are obviously listening to Spotify and paying for the platform, you as well are out there supporting the future wars coming to somebody's doorstep near you in a very probably near future as things continue to kind of devolve around the world. And who knew listening to music would be a direct line to dropping bombs on somebody, which is fucking wild to kind of see that connection being made in this day and age. Is there just any corporations out there that are not just strictly, the worst of people?
Because Daniel can't just invest in this stuff. He's got to be at the helm of it. And obviously this was already clear from the way Daniel runs this goddamn company for years now. But does this guy even care about or like music? Was music ever really a passion or a driver for him
No. No, let's be real. He just found a way that he could commoditize something that everybody loves and is involved in, which is music. And he followed what Netflix did and just saw an opportunity, and we allowed it to happen. We allowed this to happen.
In any way whatsoever? Or was it just a thing for him to parasitically suck off of in order to make the jump over into the fields of influence and power that he actually wants to be involved in? Weapons, war, tech designed to kill people and bomb refugees in countries that I'm sure he can't even find on a map. So I'm not really sure what else to add past this point other than just a fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. This man is trash. He is garbage. This dude runs his company in a way to where he's paying artists poverty wages, and for years and years and years, the artists and the labels and the fans and organizations like UMAW have been saying, hey, pay these people more. They deserve more. Your company is so successful. You're getting hundreds of millions of dollars in your pocket. The stock is soaring. You could be giving these artists more. And Spotify's response has just been like, it's the labels who pay the artists and we're just minding our business and doing our thing. Like, so what? Meanwhile, the CEO of your company is sitting on enough money to invest hundreds of millions of dollars into military tech. And
some like movie evil shit. Like, you know, like you come to find out like this corporation or whatever that everybody used and like thought was, you know, generally not benevolent, but just generally like benign, that something that everybody uses like truly like this very like doing some nefarious shit behind the scenes. It seems to be kind of like a running theme these days in terms of like corporations and companies and like finding out now that you know, especially with this day and age of social media and the internet, it's like knowing way too much about people and just knowing way too much about people behind the things that, you know, you once loved and like coming to find out like, oh, they're actually horrible fucking people. And like kind of affects how you like have a relationship to things that you might have loved. Like it's just wild times that we're in.
Then become the chairman of a company in that field. Bro, is music not enough? There's a lot going on in the music world. A lot of messed up and fucked up shit that your company is responsible for, that you as a CEO of that company, you should be, man, you should be like, you know, knee deep in your personal investment to fix these issues, fix these inequities, fix these bugs, fix all the botting going on. And rather than dealing with that, Spotify is just trying to find new ways to pay artists less, incorporate more AI garbage into the platform, and also apparently transfer a bunch of cash over into the military industrial complex, which like you shouldn't feel responsible for contributing to as a music fan just for listening to some music. Like artists getting ripped off was bad enough, and now it's this. Let me know what you guys think about this.
Yeah, that's wild. Like Spotify couldn't have been a worse company in the platform. It just continually just proves us wrong. Yeah, it can get worse. It can get worse, and it's seemingly is going to continue to be worse, whether it's AI, whether it's supporting, you know, bombing things, and apparently now, or like just the horrible practices in terms of like paying artists and just supporting the music industry and creators in general. It's just like, yeah, we've kind of painted ourselves into a corner, and quite honestly, we've done it to ourselves because we were willingly, you know, hand over the keys to music and just our relationship to music to these giant streaming platforms, and now we are paying the price. Like, yes, it's nice to have access to music at any point, at any time, and pretty much anything and everything at the click of a button, but like, at what cost? You know what I mean? Like, at what cost? Like, I did not mind paying $10 for a CD when it was coming out from an artist that like I enjoyed or I thought I might enjoy. Like, it just created a different relationship with music, and like I know there's no way of putting the genie back in the bottle, so to say, in terms of like people not expecting music to basically be free and have no cost to it and just having no value for just the art form in general. But we picked the worst kind of road to go down in terms of like this industry. It's just like, it's kind of, yeah, we did it to ourselves. It definitely did it to ourselves. And well, they say the pigeons are definitely coming home to roost. That's a fact.